Federation of Sovereign Indigenous Nations Chief Bobby Cameron is thanking the Pope for coming to Canada and for his expected apology. But Cameron says the FSIN has 4 action items for the Pope after his visit. He says the Roman Catholic Church's doctrine of discovery needs to be totally eliminated. Experts say there's no doubt the doctrine contributed to the creation of residential schools. Cameron says First Nations artifacts and residential school records need to be immediately returned to First Nations and the survivors. And he is also calling for true compensation.
There are still thousands of residential school survivors who have been missed, who were not compensated properly, and we would ask the Pope that he would support us in calling for a complete reopening of this whole residential school site case.
Cameron says all priests and nuns who inflicted abuse, harm, and death on First Nations children also need to be brought to justice somehow.
They may think they have gotten away with it here on earth, but they're gonna answer to God. When you commit murder, you're gonna answer to God sooner or later.
The vice president of the Métis Nation Saskatchewan says the Pope's apology in Rome was a start. Michelle Leclerc says it will make a bigger difference for some people when he apologizes on Canadian soil. She says it also needs to go further.
In terms of, when he apologized for the actions of others. But it's my personal view that he should apologize for the actions of the church.
Leclerc is hopeful the Pope's visit also leads to a resolution for survivors of the Isle Cross Residential School. She says they have not received the acknowledgement or compensation other survivors have. There are only about 650 of them still alive.
It closed in the 70s. You're looking at 6 generations of harm, 6 generations of trauma, and that trickles down. It just doesn't go away when the school closes.
It's a common hope for the Pope's visit. Representatives from the Friendship Centres of Saskatchewan and the provincial affiliate of the Congress of Aboriginal Peoples also brought up a resolution for survivors of the Isle Cross Residential School. The Pope lands in Canada on Sunday. Kelly Provo, CBC News, Saskatoon.